this review, we will find out is The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the newest entry in the Square Enix's Tomb Raider series reboot, a good game. Is it? One word can summarize and describe this game perfectly, and that word is mediocrity. Stick with this review to find out more. Shadow of the Tomb Raider's story continues directly on the previous game, and it follows Lara Croft trying to prevent an ancient Mayan apocalypse, which, by the way, she set in motion. On your way, you'll be battling Trinity forces, led by Pedro Dominguez. None of the Trinity characters are particularly interesting, to be honest. Eventually, your path will take you to Paititi, a hidden city in the jungles of Peru. There, you'll be racing with Amaru, aka Pedro Dominguez, to find the box of Shaq Shell and to stop the ancient curse which will set off the apocalypse. You will meet Unuratu, you'll see the cult of Kukulkan, and you'll get to meet the people of Paititi. Overall, I think the story is weak and uninteresting. The only good character is your friend Jonah, who accompanies you on your travels. He's passable and relatively good acted.
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross.
Gameplay in The Shadow of the Tomb Raider consists of climbing, collecting, shooting, solving puzzles, stealth encounters, and regular firefights. That's Shadow of the Tomb Raider boiled down. Stealth plays a big role in this game. You won't be able to fight your way through, especially in the beginning where your only weapon is your knife and bow. Stealth is okay, but crude, I would say. It's not particularly good and it's not bad, it's just okay. You can hide in tall grass and kill guards from there, you can climb trees and make your enemies hang from a tree. Yeah, that's cool. You can perform various stealth kills from mentioned trees, from water, from ledges, and etc. You can even cover yourself in mud to reduce visibility to enemies. You can also chain kills, but that requires you to get that ability from the upgrade menu. If you're detected, it's not over. You can go back to hiding if you break enemies' line of sight. It all sounds good, but the main problem is that the enemy AI is stupid and unpredictable.
Shit, I'm tired of covering for these assholes. Lazy shit. Now I have to do everything.
They can even be stuck in this state of extra vigilancy and regular patrol. I've seen it happen. Then there's combat. You can use arrows, which can also be used for stealth, and there's a standard mix of machine guns, pistols, and shotguns. Gunplay is crap. There's no dedicated button for entering cover, and Lara frequently won't enter cover on her own. That can be extremely frustrating. Also, and I honestly don't know what the fuck was going through their heads when they were designing this, you cannot pick up weapons from fallen enemies. Instead, the game gives you weapons at certain points in the story. There's also this instance later in the game where you have all of your weapons and some crash or whatever happens and you only have your bow and knife at your disposal. The game forces you into playing stealthy, and after that prolonged segment of stealth, the game returns you your weapons and there's no explanation. They simply appear again. What a load of shit. Overall, the gunplay is functional, but not very fun. Then there's climbing. There's a shit ton of climbing in this game, and it's okay, but I'm kinda sick of it. The same type of climbing seen in the previous Tomb Raider games and the Uncharted series. Maybe I've just gotten sick of it throughout the years, and it's all so predictable. You're walking down a narrow ledge, and you just know when you're near the end of the ledge that the ledge will just crumble down. Or when you jump off a platform, that platform crashes when you've made the jump. I don't know, it's all so predictable and it feels cheap to me. There's a lack of set pieces in this game.
That was close.
Sure, there are set pieces, but they kind of feel well spread apart. There's a crafting system in this game and you can craft different types of arrows, ammo, healing items, etc. Poison arrows are interesting, they make the person go mad and start shooting at his own team. There's also an upgrade system in this game and you can upgrade your gear and weapons. Upgrades do add an immediate sense of power to your weapon and you can definitely feel the upgrade you've made, so to speak. There's also a skill tree and you can purchase different skills using experience points. Upgrades themselves range from useful to worthless, but most of them are cool. The city of Paititi acts as a main hub. From there you can do various side missions, but Jesus Christ, this game has the most boring side missions I've ever seen in a video game.
What is the Crimson Fire?
It is my destiny. It's connected to the sacrifice of the king. When the priest on fire
But the game's optional tombs, called challenge tombs, are very fun to complete. They are the highlight of this game. Some of them are hidden and some of them require a specific gear to access, but do not miss them. Like I said, they are the best part of the game. Also, in the main storyline, you'll come across puzzles, and they are fun. They're not extremely difficult to solve, but do require some logical thinking. I think the best puzzle in the game is almost at the end of the game, where you have to push levers in a certain order, and those levers correspond to the stations of the cross. A reference from the Christian Bible. What a great puzzle. Shadow of the Tomb Raider does have some gorgeous scenery. The wilderness and mountains of Peru are very beautiful. I haven't encountered any game-breaking bugs, but I did notice some minor graphical glitches. Graphically speaking, the game looks great. I've played the game on the standard PlayStation 4, and I think the frame rate is locked at 30 frames per second. And it's pretty steady, I haven't noticed any dips or jitter.
Come on. See what he does.
It's gonna take you around 10 hours to complete the main storyline and maybe 15 to 20 hours if you want to explore and do all the challenge tombs. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a functional game, but there lies the problem. It's just that, functional. It's extremely uninspired, lacks innovation from the previous game, it's very mediocre and simply cannot cost $60 at launch. Maybe Red Dead Redemption 2 ruined gaming for me, but the amount of polish, quality content and the sheer scale of it all cannot compare to this game. Simply put, the quality and the amount of content you're getting with Shadow of the Tomb Raider is not worth $60. If you can get it for $25, then yes. But even at that price point, it's hard to ignore the fact that this game is mediocre. If I had to give a score to this game, I would give it 6 out of 10.
Might be a ladder if it was the right way up.